Hello friends, welcome to Squared Plans. I'm Stephanie and today we're going to be setting up our horizontal spreads for the next week in February. I've got this twin marker from Arteza ready to go, as well as this stencil from the Happy Planner, and these sticker books which I pulled from. Okay guys, so this is the second week of the Plannable Challenge, and this week's theme is All You Need Is Love. So if you'd like to participate, go ahead and post your spreads up on Instagram using the hashtag PlannableFebruary2021. We'd love to see what you come up with. So this week is Valentine's week, and I decided to do a wax paper spread ahead of time just because I wasn't sure how best to do what I had in my mind, and I wanted to work it out before I got here on video. So Valentine's week usually is all about hearts and love, and so I went into my sticker books and grabbed out the watercolor hearts that I have in both that Planner Basics Mini and I call it the Weekend Watercolor, but it's the 1, 2, 3, 4 Today's the Day sticker book. Those sticker books are older and they both have the hearts in them. Funny, the Planner Basics original does not have those watercolor hearts if you happen to have that book, but the mini size does. So anyway, I really wanted to use those hearts for this week, and so I kind of channeled my inner Amy Tangerine and did a rainbow spread using those watercolor hearts and some other items from the other books. I had started out with the hearts, and then I gradually went into watercolor goals and grabbed out some of those bigger items, and then kind of filled in with the rainbow sticker book mainly for the boxes and the confetti. So I'm doing a spine centered decor, and I'm going to attempt to move this all off of the wax paper without having to individually place stickers. This one was a bit of a challenge this week. Funny story, I had planned to film this in real time, and about half an hour in, I was like, you guys would kill me if I posted this. It was just me on the struggle bus with the wax paper trying to get this stuff off, and then I had some issues with the paper needing to be adjusted and just yada yada yada. So yeah, I saved you guys from making this one my first real-time plan with me, but I will plan to do one in the future. I want to see if you guys have any opinions on which format you like, and fortunately it didn't work out this week, but maybe next week I'll give it a try again with maybe something a little more simple so that we can just see how it all goes, because I don't think you guys would have lasted the full 45 minutes it took me to just move this stuff over and get it ready to get into my planner. Really, I did you guys a service by not posting that. Like, yeah, here. I mean, what is going on? Just like, it was a good 5 minutes of me just trying to fix this little area, so believe me, I saved you. So anyway, just non-traditional Valentine's feels, all you need is love. I didn't want to go too into like lovey-dovey love either, you know, making it really traditional pink and red and like kisses and hugs and things like that, because it's just not me. Just wanted something that was a little bit more reflective of me and bright and fun and colorful. That is kind of more my speed. So that's what I decided to do here. And I'm almost at the end of finally getting these off of the wax paper, making some adjustments. Went fairly good. I wouldn't say smooth, but it went fairly good. Only a few stickers did not travel over with the slide off. So no big deal, just put those in now. The elements, as I was building it, I was really focused on going straight down the spine and doing a rainbow top to bottom, which is not normally how I would do it. I would usually go like each day a color and kind of spread it across the spread that way, or you know, do it maybe like, I don't know, just differently, maybe across the page in some way. So going down the spine was a little bit different, but I really liked how it turned out. The colors are really fun and bright, and I think it works out with the things I pulled. The few focus boxes, color boxes, I pulled in just to add a little bit more emphasis, and those quotes also too, I added in as like a way to bring in some black, because I definitely wanted some black accents in the spread. So I'm just kind of pointing out the things. Remember, I told you I was going to film this in real time, so I'm explaining all that right now. So there's a lot of hand movement and not a lot of doing things. And it's a challenge actually to film in real time, I found, because I don't normally talk when I'm creating my spreads. So just remembering to talk and explain things was a challenge. So I have to remember for next week to do as much as I can to explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it. Something you kind of learn, I guess, as you do more and more filming. So right now I am cutting the pages apart using my precision cutter and the small cutting mat I have just in my little stash. Makes this on-screen cutting a lot easier. And just trying to make sure I've separated the pages fully. It's a little bit harder to separate thick layers of stickers, so I needed to go over it with a couple of passes. And I actually trimmed one side a little bit inside of itself there, so I went ahead and fixed it on the side with the extra sticker, and later I will actually trim out the extra white on the left hand side of the page just so it looks like it's seamless. And now I am using my Crocodile Power Disc Punch, which I got back in the fall. I haven't really had a lot of opportunities to use it, but I thought this would be a really good place to try it out because I did like the idea of having it for punching through covered spines with stickers, whether it's that or washi or something else, because the Happy Planner punch just can't handle it. It really can't. At least mine doesn't. So got the Power Punch for that and am figuring out how best to use it. I think the paper is a little bit just too flexible, too flimsy for the punch, so the stickers are actually tending to bend in a little bit instead of actually cutting through on some of them. But for the most part, it's doing a good job. It's just like there's a few tails of some of them that are kind of hanging around that I need to cut off with scissors, as you can see me doing. And I'm trying to double up to give it a little bit more thickness and do the two holes at once, and that sort of worked, but it was kind of hard to make sure everything was lined up properly, so I abandoned that. Just decided to finish it out with just one hole at a time. And I'm using, it has a little guide for the hole, so it just makes it a little easier to make sure you're right centered on top of the hole. Just finishing up the bottom here, or I guess it's the top of the left hand side of the page. And just a few more. Okay, I think I've got that done. And here's where I trim out that excess white so it looks like there's no seam there. Just going to clean out the hole punch real quick, make sure there's no stickers in there for next time. I'm just going to do a quick cleanup here so I don't get stickers all over the spread or excess pieces. I'm sure tomorrow though I'm going to find some stickers in random places around my desk. Okay, now we're back to the spread, all punched and cut and ready to go. So now I'm putting in my checklists for the week, and I'm just going to use this Line It Up stencil that I got from the Happy Planner and make some circles for check boxes, if you will. And then I'm staggering them, so on the inside, where there's no focus box on the day, I'm kind of making that a space for a focus. So that's why some of them are pushed in a little bit from the edge and some are not. And I kind of just repeat that on the other side. The checklist will be right next to the focus box if there's a focus box, and if there's no focus box, then I will push it out a little bit so that I can have room for a focus. Okay guys, I think that about does it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we will see you next time. Bye!